Two fresh faces, one growing segment. Welcome to the showdown between the 2026 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid and the all-new 2026 Subaru Forester Hybrid. If you're shopping for a fuel-efficient, family-ready SUV that doesn't scream boring, these two are likely at the top of your list. Hyundai brings its bold styling and tech-savvy charm, while Subaru shows up with legendary all-wheel drive confidence and a brand-new hybrid system that's finally catching up to the times. But which one actually gives you the better everyday experience, from fuel economy and driving feel to comfort, tech, and long-term value? Well, that's what we're here to find out. So buckle up, grab your coffee, and let's dive into this electrified face-off between the Tucson Hybrid and the Forester Hybrid. Two compact SUVs that prove going green doesn't mean giving up personality. This is Parth, and you are watching MotorNation. Let's kick things off with a quick overview of what each SUV brings to the table. The 2026 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid continues to lean into its bold, futuristic design, with sharp angles, LED lighting signatures, and a cabin that feels more like a tech lounge than a traditional SUV. Under the hood, it sticks with its proven hybrid powertrain, offering strong fuel efficiency, a smooth ride, and a surprisingly refined driving experience. Hyundai's focus is clear here: give buyers style, smarts, and solid mileage, all at a great value. On the other side, we've got the 2026 Subaru Forester Hybrid. And yes, this isn't just a facelift with a battery. It's an all-new generation built on Subaru's updated global platform, and it finally gets a proper hybrid setup that aims to keep Subaru's rugged charm intact while boosting its green credentials. Think standard all-wheel drive, a more efficient powertrain, and the same practical, no-nonsense attitude Forester fans love, now with fewer fuel stops. When it comes to power under the hood, both of these hybrids are designed more for smoothness and efficiency than outright speed, but that doesn't mean they're boring. In fact, each one brings its own flavor to the drive. Let's start with the 2026 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid. Hyundai's been in the hybrid game for a while now, and it shows. Power comes from a 1.6-liter turbocharged four-cylinder paired with an electric motor and a compact lithium-ion battery. Combined, it puts out a solid 226 horsepower, which is sent through a 6-speed automatic transmission. And honestly, that gearbox makes a big difference. Unlike some hybrids that rely on CVTs and feel rubbery off the line, the Tucson delivers clean, confident shifts that make it feel more like a traditional gas-powered SUV, just a quieter, more efficient one. Acceleration is respectable for a hybrid in this class. It'll do 0 to 60 miles per hour in just under 7.1 seconds, which is actually quicker than a lot of compact SUVs, hybrid or not. Around town, it's responsive, smooth, and has no trouble merging onto the highway or pulling past slow traffic when needed. Fuel economy is another strong point. The 2026 Tucson Hybrid returns up to 38 miles per gallon combined, depending on whether you go with front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. Now, over to the 2026 Subaru Forester Hybrid, which finally ditches its mild hybrid setup for something a lot more serious. The new hybrid system pairs a 2.0-liter flat-four engine with dual electric motors and a reworked Lineartronic CVT, all connected to Subaru's signature symmetrical all-wheel drive. And yes, AWD is still standard, even in hybrid form. Total output is a more modest 200 horsepower, so it's not quite as punchy as the Tucson on paper, and you can feel that in everyday driving. Acceleration is smooth and predictable, but not exactly urgent. Subaru hasn't published exact 0 to 60 numbers yet, but early estimates put it around 8.0 to 8.2 seconds. That's fine for daily driving and weekend trips, but if you're coming from a turbocharged SUV, it might feel a bit more relaxed. Where the Forester does shine is in efficiency with capability. Even with AWD and rugged leanings, Subaru claims a big jump in fuel economy, landing somewhere around 36 to 37 miles per gallon combined, which is a huge improvement over the outgoing model. For longtime Subaru fans who've waited for a truly fuel-efficient Forester, this feels like the sweet spot. Step inside these two hybrids, and you'll quickly notice just how far the compact SUV game has come. Both the Tucson Hybrid and the Forester Hybrid offer cabins that feel thoughtful, tech-forward, and surprisingly upscale for their segment. But the vibes inside? Very different stories. Let's start with the 2026 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid. If you're into bold, modern design, this interior absolutely delivers. The dashboard is clean and sculpted, with minimal physical buttons and a flowing center console that feels more like something out of a luxury EV than a compact SUV. Most trims come with dual 12.3-inch displays, one for the gauge cluster and one for the infotainment, and both are crisp, responsive, and customizable. There's even a curved panoramic display on the higher trims that gives off real wow factor. Comfort-wise, the Tucson doesn't just look good. It's quiet, roomy, and genuinely relaxing on longer drives. The seats are well padded and supportive, especially in the limited or ultimate trims, which offer ventilated front seats, heated rear seats, and a panoramic sunroof that opens things up even more. Rear seat space is impressive for a hybrid, and the flat floor adds to the roomy, airy vibe. Tech-wise, Hyundai's system supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and there's also a Sharp Bose premium audio system available. You get wireless charging, multiple USB-C ports, and a full suite of connected car features, including remote start, cabin preconditioning, and over-the-air updates. Now, hop into the 2026 Subaru Forester Hybrid, and the first word that comes to mind is functional, but in a good way. Subaru hasn't gone all in on screens, and that's intentional. There's still a physical climate control setup, knobs where you want them, and a layout that feels familiar and intuitive. The centerpiece is an 11.6-inch vertical touchscreen, which runs Subaru's updated Starlink system. It's cleaner and faster than before, though still not quite as slick as Hyundai's interface. Comfort here leans more toward rugged practicality. The seats are supportive, with a bit more firmness than the Tucson, and Subaru's cloth and synthetic upholstery feels built to last. Higher trims add heated seats front and rear, a heated steering wheel, and optional water-repellent StarTex material. Great if you're regularly dealing with mud, pets, or kids. Tech-wise, you still get wireless CarPlay and Android Auto, voice command functions, and a new, much-improved Subaru digital gauge cluster. It may not feel as futuristic as the Tucson, but it works seamlessly, and that's exactly what most Subaru owners expect. Safety is no longer a luxury, it's an expectation. And in the case of the 2026 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid and 2026 Subaru Forester Hybrid, both brands come ready with seriously impressive protection, no matter which trim you choose. Starting with the Hyundai Tucson Hybrid, it's packed with a wide array of driver assistance tech under Hyundai's SmartSense suite. You get forward collision avoidance assist, blind spot monitoring, lane keeping and lane following assist, and adaptive cruise control with stop and go, all standard. There's even rear cross-traffic alert, safe exit warning, and driver attention monitoring. Step into higher trims, and the Tucson throws in extras like a surround view camera, remote smart parking assist, and highway driving assist, which blends adaptive cruise and lane centering for light hands-on semi-autonomous driving. It's not fully self-driving, of course, but for long highway trips, it takes a lot of the mental load off. The Tucson has also earned top crash test ratings globally, including a 5-star Euro NCAP rating and strong IIHS performance, thanks to its solid body structure, multiple airbags, and front crash prevention systems. Now let's switch over to the 2026 Subaru Forester Hybrid, where safety is very much part of the brand's DNA. Every Forester, hybrid included, comes standard with the latest version of Subaru's EyeSight driver assist technology. That means you get automatic emergency braking, lane centering, adaptive cruise control, pre-collision throttle management, and lane departure warning, all working together through a dual camera setup that's now faster and more accurate than ever. Subaru has also added a driver monitoring system that watches for signs of drowsiness or distraction. And unlike some systems that beep and flash excessively, this one gives you subtle, timely alerts when you need them most. Higher trims include blind spot detection, rear cross-traffic alert, and reverse automatic braking, which is a great feature when backing out of tight spaces with limited visibility. And yes, the Forester's new chassis has been reinforced for better crash energy absorption, helping it maintain its usual top Safety Pick Plus ratings from the IIHS and strong Euro NCAP performance as well. Alright, let's talk numbers, because no matter how much tech or efficiency these SUVs pack, pricing still makes or breaks the deal for most buyers. Starting with the 2026 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid, the lineup kicks off with the blue trim, which is priced at around $33,000. It's a great entry point, offering the full hybrid powertrain, solid fuel economy, and a surprisingly well-equipped interior, including wireless smartphone connectivity and Hyundai SmartSense safety suite. Step up to the SEL convenience trim, and you're looking at roughly $35,000. This adds extras like a panoramic sunroof, larger wheels, upgraded interior touches, and dual 12.3-inch displays. It's kind of the sweet spot if you want more tech and comfort without going all the way to the top. At the top of the range, you've got the limited trim, which comes in at about $38,500. This is where you get ventilated front seats, leather upholstery, a surround view monitor, and highway driving assist. If you want that near-luxury hybrid SUV experience without breaking the $40,000 mark, this is your guy. Now, let's look at the 2026 Subaru Forester Hybrid, which is all new this year and expected to follow a familiar but slightly tweaked pricing structure. The base Forester Hybrid trim is projected to start at around $32,500, with standard all-wheel drive, eyesight safety tech, and the new full hybrid powertrain included right out of the gate. Mid-level trims like the Premium or Sport Hybrid are expected to land in the $34,000 to $36,000 range, bringing in extras like heated seats, larger wheels, a power liftgate, and some rugged styling upgrades depending on which path you choose. And finally, the Forester Limited Hybrid will likely top out around $38,000 to $39,000, offering leather-trimmed upholstery, upgraded audio, full driver monitoring, and enhanced safety features. It's Subaru's most premium play, but still priced competitively within the segment. So after spending time with both the 2026 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid and the 2026 Subaru Forester Hybrid, where do we land? Well, it depends on what kind of driver you are, because these two hybrids, while evenly matched on paper, go about their missions very differently. The Tucson Hybrid is all about style, tech, and a premium feel. It's quicker off the line, more polished inside, and offers a seriously futuristic vibe, especially in higher trims. If you want a hybrid SUV that feels a step above mainstream without crossing into luxury territory, this one checks a lot of boxes. It's perfect for urban drivers, tech lovers, or anyone who want a little extra flair in their daily commute. On the other hand, the Forester Hybrid plays a quieter, more grounded game, but don't let that fool you. It's practical, rugged, and now finally fuel efficient, all while staying true to what makes a Subaru: simplicity, confidence, and standard all-wheel drive. If your lifestyle leans more toward weekend trails, snowy drives, or you just want a reliable hybrid that feels ready for anything, the Forester's going to feel like home. Whichever way you lean, both prove that hybrid crossovers in 2026 are smarter, more capable, and more fun to live with than ever before. Thanks for watching. If this helped you out, drop a like, subscribe for more head-to-heads, and let us know in the comments, Tucson or Forester, which one's going in your garage?